here's an airboat that I built. It didn't work super well, but I also have this battery, and when I plug it in, it works. It goes pretty well in this motor, and I do have a propeller for it. I just didn't bring it out yet, but I'm thinking I'll build a little, almost like an airboat, but a car. So it'll have a propeller that pushes air out the back, and it'll move. So I'm thinking I'll use Lego wheels to control it though. But right now I have to make a body, either out like 3D printed or maybe out of wood or something. I just went and got all the Lego wheels that I have, so I'll have to pick through those and find 4 of them that I'll use on the car. And right here is the propeller that goes right on the back of the motor. So yeah, I'll start building. So I've picked out the wheels and put some bricks on top of them so it's just the right height above. And that's going to be on the bottom. So now I actually have to craft the body. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do this, but I just thought, what if I put these two, I don't know if you can see them very well, it's kind of sunny out, each wheel on either side and had a long thing between them, and then a Lego pivot point in the center, and then had a control horn from one of the sides go to a little like 9-gram servo, and then it could be radio controlled, which could be really cool. Now I don't have a ESC for a brushed motor like that one, so the speed would not be radio controlled, but I could control the direction, which would be really cool. I designed this little contraption where this is part of the car body, and there's going to be a pushrod that connects right there, so that the servo can push it to turn left and pull it back to turn right. And I think that'll let it turn pretty well. On the bottom, it's just one of these Lego propellers that I stuck into the bottom of that, and it actually lets it turn pretty well. So you can see here I bent a modified Z-hook into the end of this pushrod, so it fits right in there. It was pretty easy to do. It's the first time I've actually done that. So that when the servo pushes, ooh, that's an issue. It doesn't push well. Wait.
Well, it's something that's coming pretty fast in a spot.
There we go. Okay, that's a problem. So, yeah, it's got that problem fixed. So here is the pushrod with this weird curve on the end, but it's gonna eventually go, oh, I knocked that off. So that's another problem. The Legos don't, they stick together well, but not super well. But there it is. And if I don't know if you can see very well, but if the servo pushes, they'll turn that way, and if it pulls, they'll turn the other way. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Not a ton of stuff to it. But it looks like the amount, can you see this? The amount that it can go like that before it actually pushes is great enough that I think it won't make it actually turn. So I'm gonna need to probably redo this curve a little bit smaller. So yeah, I'll do that. So I did the revised kind of Z hook, I don't know what it's called, but I got it in there, and now I can turn it pretty well. So I think it's time to assemble the body. So I don't know if you can see this very well, but after a lot of sanding and filing it down, I got that servo in there. Nothing's glued, but it's in there, and the pushrod's connected. And you might notice that I have it connected to the airboat, which I'll put on YouTube as a video a bit later. But that's where the electronics is right now. So I just plugged the servo into the receiver there, and I have my receiver right here. So I'm gonna move the servo. Oh, let's hold this in place like it would be glued there. And perfect, the wheels moved right away. So that's better than I could have hoped for. That's pretty good. So now I'm gonna glue those parts in and assemble the back wheel and put the motor on. I didn't film for a little while, but I glued everything on underneath and it works pretty well. And I'm actually able to use the same motor up here. I just stuck it on there, and I'm gonna tape it on as well. And I've got this 5200 milliamp hour 3S LiPo, which I'm gonna put in the front and use as a battery, but also to counteract all that weight on the back. And all the other electronics will just be stuffed on, and I'll try it out. So this is my first test. I've not used it before. I just turned it on. That's left, that's right, that throttle up. So I'm gonna try it out. I hope the torque from this high point won't just turn it over, but we'll see. Oh, that worked so well. So overall, I'm actually quite happy with how this turned out. This is really the first RC vehicle that I have designed myself and built in that small amount of time. And I think it turned out pretty well. I learned a lot putting the servo on, so I think I'll have an easier time with that next time, getting the curves right. And the Legos have held together pretty well. I glued them together, each piece, which helped a lot. And I just fully charged my battery up. So I'm gonna go take it around and test it out more.